Right, back on the Marantz tape player. I have a problem with stability on that motor, and I have changed the motor and I've trimmed it. I have now a suspicion there's this capacitor. So if we take a closer look at, I think that capacitor is leaking, and I have got a replacement. So it's a 220 microfarad 25 volts. I'm actually going to replace it with a 330 50 volt microfarad, which probably won't hurt it, but is different. So what I need to do is get into this. Now, looking at the tape deck, I think I can get to a service panel underneath. So if I turn the tape deck up, I see this service panel, and I think that service panel will allow me access in, and I can then desolder that capacitor. That does indeed allow me to get access to the base of this circuit board, and I should be able to remove the capacitor. It's probably going to be one of these over here, but I'll have to check exactly where it is. It could well be this one down here. Could be a pain, but I'm going to have a look to see if I can find out where it is and hopefully get to it without having to totally dislodge the circuit. Yep, so it's those two pins down there, which essentially I'm trying to wedge my screwdriver in here to keep that cable out of the way of it, but now it's dropping down. But yes, that is what I'm looking to try and do, and then there is the capacitor on the other side. So here's the replacement capacitor. You see it's a Nichicon, so fairly expensive. And then this, as you can see, does look like the electrolyte has actually spilled out. So this was the original. Doesn't have a brand on it. Oh yes, it does. It's TEC. So not sure about that one. Now it's taken out, so let's go around the other side. You can see that's where it was placed, so negative facing towards me. So let's right, that is now replaced. Tricky to get to, but that does seem to be the right place for it. So we'll now see if that fixes the issue that I was having with the motor not service panel now put back on. I mean, this just goes to show that when they were building these things in the 70s, they actually thought people would go in and service them. So great to see that there is actually a service panel under here, and I didn't have to take the entire circuit board off and all the cables to try and resolve this. So let's flip it over and have a look at it now. So here's the new capacitor in place. I did try and clean up a little bit of the wet electrolyte that was spilt there. So let's see if my meter can actually measure that other capacitor and see what's that. So here are the results of the capacitor. So the new one, or it's meant to be 330 microfarads, but it's not showing that, but then it hasn't been powered up for a while, so it may need to be powered up to the right voltage level. So this is the voltage off the motor now, and as you can see it's pretty stable at 12 volts coming straight off the motor here. And there's a new component. I was seeing a lot more variation from this setup previously, and so much so that I think that the motor was struggling to actually hold the right voltage there. So that higher level capacitor is definitely holding that 12 volts at a much better rate, which means that I can probably trim in now the motor a lot better